If you are a financial advisor or life insurance agent and you've been struggling with how to figure out how to make email marketing more effective, then you're going to want to stick around for this week's episode of the Digital Advisor Weekly.
Welcome to the Digital Advisor Weekly broadcast. Looking to boost your business with the latest trends, innovative tech, and must-have resources? Join us to discover how to successfully scale your practice and automate the process. Here to guide you is your host, the dynamic leader of Advisor Marketing Hub and managing partner at American Financial, Rob Souza.
Hey everyone, Rob Souza here again with Advisor Marketing Hub, and this week we're talking about digital marketing strategies to transform 2025, how to move into the next era of digital marketing. So let's jump right in. We're at part 4 of a 5-part series, and this week we're talking about AI-driven automated email marketing strategies. So join us here as we jump right in, because if you want to turn your email into a marketing machine, let's get started. All right. And obviously, we've been talking about the transition in the last 4 episodes. In fact, I could review those last 4 episodes here really quickly. If you want to go back, part 1, we did the impact on AI's impact on content creation. Totally radically transformed our industry and content creation, but it must be personalized. It must be humanized. It must be you, because you are your brand. That's part 1. You can go back and watch that at our YouTube channel, listed above on this video. Part 2 was social media automation, how you can automate that with AI in combination with a virtual assistant that can help you buy back 10 to 20 hours a week of your time. Part 3 was podcasting, the podcasting revolution by videoing your podcast and syndicating it on YouTube for search engine optimization, and also all of the podcast channels. And then finally, this week, where we're jumping in, is email marketing strategies. So let's do it. Let's jump in. All right. So, yes, this has been the most radical change in the advancement of digital marketing in our industry in the history. In the history of the industry, we've advanced more in the last 12 months in digital marketing than we have in the last 12 years. And it is all because of AI, and it's going to continue to accelerate. And for those of you who are pushing back on artificial intelligence, I'm here to tell you, we need you to step up and join us, because it's only those who learn to master artificial intelligence and learn how to prompt it correctly where we're going to be able to push back against AI's ability to nullify and invalidate our value as financial advisors and life insurance agents. And so this is a super, super important topic for all of us to tackle. So back in 2023, I sent an email campaign manually, and it was, like most of you feel like, painful when you send campaigns and you have to manually do them. But in 2025, that same campaign that took me a couple hours to put together now only takes me 5 minutes. So hang in there, stick with us. We're going to walk you through the process. All right. So the value of email marketing has to start with a list. Now, if you have a list of 5 to 10,000 people, you're in good shape. You don't need to worry about list building. If you don't, and you're looking to at least put, 3 to 5 appointments per week on the calendar, 20, 25 per month, you've got to have a list right around 20,000. And I'm talking 20,000, excuse me, 10,000. And it needs to be 10,000 targeted leads that are valid emails. if you want to get into that right range. So again, if you don't have that list, you can build it off social media, sending out connection requests, friend requests on Facebook, or you can also purchase lists. So you can use lead scraping tools, Apollo, Zoom, Seamless. All of those offer services that will allow you to purchase lists. Our clientele, we have them purchase about 1,000 per week. That'll kind of weed itself down to about 500 after we validate them, after people unsubscribe, and you'll probably get, for every 1,000 you buy, 500 actual leads that are usable, that won't mark you as spam, that'll open your emails and at least give it a read. And so with that in mind, you can add up your following on all of your social platforms, your email list, and see if you have 10,000, a list of 10,000 of what we would call warm, qualified target market leads. And if you do, then you can just skip this step. No problem. Save yourself some money. Also, save yourself some advertising dollars, because without this method that we're talking about today, as a financial advisor in the US, the average financial advisor spends anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month on marketing, typically in workshops, in order to produce the same amount of 20 to 25 leads per month that are appointments on your calendar that are potential target market leads. So now we can recreate this without spending that same dollar amount, and instead recreate it in an automated process that we're going to be talking about today. Now, we start with content is everything. So it's super important. So many advisors, they just want to, boom, write that check. People show up. They listen to a presentation, they schedule appointments. That's great. If you have the money for it, if you have $6,000 to $10,000 a month and you can afford that, then please stop listening now, hit the stop button, go do your thing, because that is the quickest path to profitability with the least amount of time, but the most amount of money. If that's not you, then you need to recreate a system that is sustainable, that you utilizing the strategies that we're talking about today. First and foremost, let's go back to the basics of prospecting. And when you're prospecting, it's really important that if you want to crush it and the business is in 2024, don't sell up front. All of you know what I'm talking about. You get messages in your LinkedIn every single day. Somebody asks to connect because you have some things in common on LinkedIn, and then you hit accept request. And then like 30 seconds later, you get some sort of sales pitch about how somebody can help you revolutionize your website and SEO traffic and create leads for you. Obviously, they didn't care about connecting with you. What they cared about was selling you their product or service. Don't be that person. Please, please don't be that guy. Connect with people that you want to connect with, whether they do business or not. Connect with people you genuinely want to help, whether it's in the financial services industry or not. Because if you're not, then you're just another salesman peddling product. And that's not the type of clients that we help. We help people who are holistic planners that provide value to families. So value first, value first. Let's, and of course, yes, those who are walking around, it's like telemarketing or multi-level marketing. Everybody's got a target on their head everywhere they go. It's not the type of business that I want to participate in. It's not the type of clients that I want to coach. I want to coach those who are genuinely looking to add value to people's lives. All right. So if that's the case, then we do provide value. What kind of value can we provide? Well, it used to be like eBooks, white papers, and guides and all that sort of thing. That's 5 years ago. And so if you want to catapult yourself into 2025, you're going to have to drop the white papers and the ebooks and the articles, because of the proliferation of AI. There's so much content out there. The last thing people want is content. What they want is like your personal opinion about things, but they only want your opinion about something that they have expressed interest over. It's like trying to tell somebody all the reasons why they should buy a Ferrari, except that nobody bothered to ask them if they could afford one. It's like asking somebody or telling somebody all the reasons why they should sign up for this mastermind that's going to blow up your business, except the price tag's $50,000 and you can't afford $50,000. The sales pitch is worthless unless someone has expressed an interest or a need and an affordability of whatever solution it is that you offer. So until you've taken the time to get to know people and what their concerns, their problems, their challenges are, and know that they're a target lead that qualifies to be able to afford your product or service, well, then you're wasting your time. So quizzes now completely dominate 3-1 on its returns. Why? Because you're expressing interest in learning more about the people that you're marketing to. So I encourage you to consider quizzes rather than download ebooks, white papers, and all of those things. The statistics are obvious here. You can see them, and Broadridge did a study earlier this year, and it's just getting the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Take interest in getting to know others, their needs, their challenges. Even when you're prospecting online on social media, people always say, advisors always say to me, well, what question should I ask them to make sure I can transition the conversation to financial planning? Well, you actually should be asking them questions about them and what's going on in their life, what's going on in their business, what are their challenges, what are their frustrations, and that should be the focus. And if you do it correctly and you have genuine interest in actually being of value to somebody, they'll tell you based on your questions, they will tell you what it is that concerns them most. And then you can offer them a tailored suggestion, solution, or strategy based on what they're giving you feedback for. And that's why quizzes are so valuable. And you can do it in 10 minutes or less, because people always tell me, oh, I'm gonna not jump in. People always tell me, oh, well, to create a whole quiz with a grading system, everything else is going to take me hours. I'm telling you here with ChatGPT, you can create a quiz in less than 5 minutes. And I can show you an example. This is just a quick recording. I hope the quality is good enough for you guys can see. And I'll even provide you the prompt. Send me an email at rob@amhsupport.com and I'll send you whatever prompt, because I have been studying and perfecting prompts now for over a year. And here is a prompt that I used that in 5 minutes I created a, yeah, barely readable, but it's there. There's the prompt. You can screenshot it or I can send it to you. Send me a message. I'd be happy to screenshot, or I'd be happy to send you the prompt so that you can use it to create a similar type of survey. Not only is it creating a survey with questions, but it's also creating a grading guide that gives you a score and helps qualify each person who takes the survey. It's only 7 questions. You can dictate how many questions you do or you don't want it to ask. You also can have the questionnaire grade itself. There's lots of free services. There's Google Forms you can use. And then there's other softwares out there that you can use to automate the process as well. We use Go High Level, Better Automate. If you need recommendations, put it in the chat. We'd be happy to give you some suggestions. Okay, so you can see, not only did it give us the questions, it also gave us kind of a grading score and the purpose of the quiz, all of it by one single prompt, and just hit the enter button. So you can see how valuable ChatGPT can be in creating very, very quick content. All right, so now talking about emails, obviously we want to be able to offer content We talked about quizzes. They're more valuable than your lead capture white papers or eBooks. But how about the follow-up process? Because that can be overwhelming at times. And I'm here to tell you that, again, AI and automation tools can help you automate the process. And I'm telling you, I've spent hours and hours in the past, and now I probably spend 10, 15 minutes a week checking on my automated process for email follow-up. We have pre-built automation templates for you that you can follow as well.
Are burning money
Here's
if
a
you're
sample.
investing in marketing and you don't have a proven follow-up system to nurture and convert your leads. In the next minute, I'm going to show you how to automate your lead gen follow-up with a proven system like this. Step 1, head to gohighlevel.com, click automation in the left-hand menu, and then you're going to click create workflow. And there's actually a ton of workflow templates you can choose from here just to make your life simpler. I'm going to use appointment booking for this example. First, we need to set up a trigger for the workflow. Tons of options here, but I'm going to choose form submitted. And then I'll just select the form that I'm using on my site. This is the general workflow of the follow-up sequence. So as soon as they fill out the form on my site, this will send an auto text message prompting them to book an appointment. Now, if they reply with positive intent, we're going to send them a calendar link. If they reply without positive intent, we're going to get an internal notification. If they don't reply on the second day, we're going to send them another reminder. A workflow as simple as this can massively increase your conversion rate on your leads. If you want to give something like this a try, you can grab a free 14-day trial of High Level in my bio. And don't forget.
So, whoa, that seems overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you that we've combined the ability to hire a very low cost virtual assistant that can step in and help set all of this up for you without you having to understand anything that she just said. She's right, she's correct, and she knows what she's doing, but most people in the financial world don't want to spend the time to figure all that out, set it up, automate it. And if that's your case, then we do have services that can help set it up for you very affordably. Set it up once and it runs forever in an automated process. So the combination of using virtual assistants and then the automation tools and AI, artificial intelligence, has completely revolutionized the digital marketing industry. And I encourage you to take advantage of it. So a quick summary of today's episode. And here's what you should do. You need to build or purchase a list of 10,000. We talked about that. Focus on client relationships. Create an AI-powered quiz or lead magnet so that you can gather the information you need to qualify your prospect. Use AI tools and automation to personalize your message. You can completely personalize almost any message using custom values where you can use their name, their business name, the city that they're in, all the information that we can scrape off the internet. And you can personalize an email with up to 20 different personalized key phrases that come from the lead scraping that we do to make every email as if it's completely personally written. And that can be done through automation and artificial intelligence. And then automate the campaigns so that you don't have to constantly checking your email and following up and keeping track of who you need to, oh, I got to check back on these 10 people next week. You can automate the entire process. And if you do that, you're going to turn your email marketing into a lead generation machine. And it works for those who either hire somebody or those who work it. So either you have the discipline and interest to figure it out yourself, and we'll provide you the tools, or you can hire somebody to do it for you at a very, very affordable rate. It's worth it. Why? Because it's a one-time setup. It's not an ongoing thing, because once you set it up, automate the process, you can repeat it as long as you continue to put emails and feed the machine. It will continue to produce appointments. All right. So the pro tip of the day, use your AI tools to personalize messages. I don't care if it's a DM, if it's somebody asking a question, you're trying to give them some instructional information. If you learn how to advance prompt ChatGPT or any AI tool, you can, within seconds, provide people the information they need faster than they can find it themselves, because you've perfected the ability to find information within your industry to provide your clients and your prospects what they need to be able to make educated decisions, and it will add to your reputation. Okay. And before we log out for the day, as we wrap up today's episode, don't leave without our SEO playbook. And these strategies, I'm telling you, will change your marketing forever. And if you're not doing SEO, if you're doing SEO the same way you did it last year, then you need this playbook more than you need a cup of coffee, because it's completely and totally changing in 2025. And those who don't innovate and they don't adapt are going to be left behind. The algorithms have changed of the ISPs, or Google and Yahoo, and the filters they're putting on outbound email. They're now filtering out any sort of syndicated content. If you're getting content from any sort of marketing company that they're using and making available to multiple advisors, like content articles and content blogs, even AI generated content is all being filtered now by Google and Yahoo, and you're going to want to figure out your way around it. You can use this SEO playbook to be able to do that, or you can schedule a time, and there's a link. Sorry, there's a link in the notes below, in the show notes, and also in the description if you're on LinkedIn or on Facebook, to be able to get the SEO playbook link and download it. Also, if you have any specific questions and you're trying to create a workaround of some sort of problem with artificial intelligence or automation, you can also schedule a time with me at schedulewithrob.com, and I will give you 15 minutes of my time to help you troubleshoot any challenges that you may be having. All right. So next week, just promoting our last step of the 5-part series of how to transform your marketing in digital marketing in 2025. And we're going to be talking about AI-powered video marketing for financial advisors. Similar to what you're seeing here, it's easier than you think. It even can be done completely white glove for you, or we'll give you all the things you need to figure it out on your own. Join us next week for the Digital Advisor Weekly.